It is currently 1:30 a.m. in Rio de Janeiro, and if I pop open Google Maps and navigate to the hospital, it tells me to take this path while walking. There's only one problem with that. I would have to walk through Caramujo, an extremely dangerous favela that any local would tell you not to walk through. What if the GPS applications we used avoided routing you through extremely dangerous areas while walking at night? This idea was actually suggested to me by a friend of mine who wanted to be able to walk through places in safety. And after pitching it around, I was overwhelmed by the amount of female friends who would want something like this to exist. When you arrive in a new city, you have no idea which streets the locals would tell you to stay clear of at night. Through my current work, I could actually pitch this idea to someone in charge at Apple, which I intend to do. But before I do so, there are two parts that I would like to have down: the analysis and the movement. For the analysis, I want to use ethical geo support to make a comprehensive understanding and labeling of dangerous intersections. This would incorporate free and paid sources of relevant crime statistics such as assault and theft. I want to also understand the potential repercussions of going around these streets, such as the effect on businesses. There are potential unintended consequences, so my analysis would first have to determine whether this feature should even be worth implementing. The second part is the movement. I can pitch this idea, but first I need to show that there is interest in this feature. Part of the movement is getting the support and mentorship of Ethical Geo and its conferences, and part of it is showing, using social media presence, that there is demand for safer alternatives when using GPS navigation. Now, ideally, this feature would start out as simple as possible: an optional checkbox to avoid only the most dangerous outliers of streets, areas like the Tenderloin or Skid Row, and it would only work for walking directions and late at night. This avoids many of the potential pitfalls and complications. Implementing such a feature would be relatively straightforward, since we already have an option in Google Maps to avoid highways, because people may find them unsafe while driving. So why not avoid unsafe streets? I'm Benjamin Hendel. Thank you for listening.